quarters of the AFP, provided that any reprioritization of any item of expenditure which requires any change in allotment class and objects of expenditures within capital outlays shall be subject to prior approval of the President of the Philippines upon recommendation by the Secretary of Budget and Management. Provided further that reprioritization of any item of expenditure within capital outlays may only be undertaken during the second quarter. This is a very new provision. I did not find this provision in the previous National Expenditure Program. There is no similar provision in the previous GAA authorizing the Armed Forces of the Philippine Chief of Staff to reprioritize items of expenditures. So in short, Madam Chair, it appears that the insertion of this provision in the net of the department is apparently creating a pork barrel intended for the AFP Chief of Staff. For this year, the GHQ AFP and Wide Service Support Units has a total allocation of 26.253 billion. And because of this insertion of this provision, this can be transformed into the Chief of Staff's pork barrel, big pork barrel, because he has the authority to realign this, especially on the budget allocated for MOOE and personal services. So in fact, this budget for this year, in 2015, it increased by 131.6% compared to the 2014 budget. May we hear a comment from the Department, Madam Chair, why this special provision for this year's budget?
Sir, we will ask them to answer, Mr. Secretary, to answer this, and that's it, Mr. Zarate. Did we find out about this? This is a new provision, sir.
The question will be answered by DVM because we are not aware of this.
Can we ask ASEC Tina to comment?
So, Madam Chair, it appears that this is not the proposal of the department, inserted only by the DVM. Then at the proper time, we will move for the deletion of this provision, Madam Chair.
Okay, we'll hear from DBM first and see. It seems that, yes, it seems that it's from the DBM. So,
this provision appears in the 2014 GAA. The terminology that was only changed is reprioritization on the second quarter. The reason and rationale for this special provision, sir, is that the armed forces has specific collateral allowances which only is known during budget execution. So as a result, the Chief of Staff is given the leeway to realign within personal services items of expenditure. This is specifically identified for the armed forces. The rest of the government agencies enjoy this privilege or this flexibility of realigning within personal services the amounts therein to augment or at least satisfy the deficiencies under personal services.
Madam Chair, I think that is not entirely correct that it is only for personal services because it is explicitly stated here that it includes MOOE. And for that matter, Madam Chair, it appears that if it includes MOOE, the AFP Chief of Staff can realign 225.61 million pesos for the transfer of the 15th Strike Wing of the Philippine Air Force because it has the power to do so. So I think this reprioritization is misplaced, including the capital outlay. And the DND is saying that they are not proposing this kind of provision, Madam Chair.
I guess, Mr.
Well, just to
ask how we're going to look into it and see why this happened. And it needs further clarification from DBM, I believe.
Yeah, it appears, Madam Chair, that DBM on its own, arbitrarily, even without the knowledge of the department, is creating some mini pork barrel within the different departments. So I think if the representative of the DBM already also admitted that this reprioritization is a new item in the budget, even if she says that it's already included in the 2014 budget.
Then Chair, may I respond just for the record that the specific provision that is being cited as to reprioritize